Hello guys, this is Diary of the Paranormal Investigator. This is episode 2 and this one's slightly different, my second official investigation, and this is different because it's actually my first ever outdoor investigation. So you've got quite a lot of different things to contend with being outdoors compared to being indoors. Number one, probably the main one, because I'm from Great Britain, the weather comes into it in quite a big way, as you'll see from the pictures. One of the other things, you can get light pollution, any sort of anomalies from the outside, maybe if a car's going by or something like that, but I suppose that could be similar indoors anyway if you've got a window and you've not sealed it so it's complete darkness in the room. The same with noise as well, so obviously if you're near to a home or something like that, and you've got a dog barking, for example, so you've got to take all that sort of thing into consideration when you're outdoors. So without further ado, what I will do is bring up what I can see so you guys see from my point of view. Here we go. Right, the investigation took place at Spofforth Castle. This is near Wetherby in North Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. It's a very old castle, as you can see. Part of it is actually still intact where you can go inside parts, but most of it is actually ruins, as you can see. This is you can still see where there was upstairs sections. You can obviously go inside, as I say. There's quite a lot of paranormal history about this place. Apparently someone committed suicide from one of the high parts of the castle, and people's actually seen an apparition at certain times. It looks a bit like some sort of lightning form, and it's just basically there's a pretty famous picture which you can go on Google Images and have a look if you search for the Spofforth Castle ghost, and it just basically looks like some sort of weird lightning, and apparently that's the apparition of the ghost. So this is another one where you can go inside. So as you can see, anyway, this is what I was talking about with the weather. It was absolutely freezing. That's one of my trusty torches, which is quite bright actually. I have to face that down at the floor because it can blind people from time to time. But as you can see here, this is snow. So absolutely freezing. So one of the things you've got to watch out for, this is clearly snow. Some of the flakes are slightly bigger than the other flakes, so obviously they're closer to the actual camera at the point when I'm taking the photos. Again, this is just a normal digital camera, nothing special about it, just bought to do my holiday snaps. So this is an example now. You can see the snow. Some of the flakes are slightly bigger, but then there's obviously a bit of a different one here, and this is what we believe, after examining this, to be some sort of energy, or what some people would say an orb, but it's a bit of an overused word. We don't really like saying the word orb. It's a bit cheesy, to be honest, but this is a very strange one. We can't really decide this. It doesn't really look like snow. Yes, that one's slightly different, but this is just absolutely huge. I've no idea. The snow didn't really look like that, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys can explain that one. Again, this couldn't actually be seen at the point of taking the picture. As you could see, I had something over my mouth, so I wasn't really blowing mist out or anything like that, and deliberately tried not to breathe anywhere near whilst I was actually taking any pictures or anything like that. But that's a bit of a strange one, and again, it seems to be there. So, and then obviously some people say that they can actually see figures in this, but I don't know. Some people see what you guys think about that one. Again, there's some slight different types of energy here compared to the actual snowflakes. Again, an absolutely huge one here, which doesn't really make sense compared to the other sizes, and also there's some weird different coloured sort of energy here, which that's a bit what caught my eye. I'm not really sure. It's a totally different colour. It doesn't really make much sense. Again, this one here, this could be a snowflake, but I've no idea. It's so bright compared to the rest of them, and it's quite rounded compared to the other snowflakes. This is actually inside now, so this is all fully covered up. So any of this is a before picture. There's not real, because what you try to do when you're capturing evidence, try to capture more than one picture without moving to a different location. Then you've basically got this before picture and after picture, and then if you notice something slightly different on the after picture, which this is inside, so it can't be snow. There's quite a lot of weird things going down this corridor here, and on the before picture there's nothing actually there. So this is why you always take more than one picture in the same location without you move on, and then if something appears in it and it doesn't appear in the picture before and it doesn't appear in the picture after, it just makes it a bit more credible when people are scrutinizing, which, believe me, people do scrutinize anything what you've got. This one's could be just a wall, but to me it looks like there's an actual person stood there, but I don't know. Could be just the shade of the bricks, which are very old. This, I've no idea what that is. It's very, very strange. I cannot explain. And again, that's so light compared to the rest, but it doesn't really look like a snowflake to me. It's actually giving off light. And again, this is from the same location. All the other snowflakes are like that, so this cannot be caused by shutter speed, but I've no idea what this is, because snow doesn't really do that, and that's clearly moving a hell of a lot faster than everything else. And this is one of my favourite ones, is some sort of mist, whatever it is, and it's actually coming from the next room, which is, this is the covered in corridor which I showed you earlier. So it's a bit of a strange one. I don't know what you think to this. And that's it, that's the last picture. I was absolutely freezing, and as I said earlier, this was actually over my face at the point, because it was that cold, so that eliminated quite a lot of the actual mist what you've seen on this one. So thank you guys very much. If you want to keep in contact with me, this is my website, diaryofaParanormalInvestigator.wordpress.com. If you go through there, all my latest posts and finds will be on there, with links to my YouTube channel, which obviously you're watching now. If you want to go on Twitter, para_diary. Facebook is facebook.com/paranormaldiary. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. The next one will be out in probably a week's time. So thank you very much.